If you like the type of content that I'm providing on this channel, please click subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at Stone Street Gym. If you like the video, please give it a like. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hey, what's up YouTube? Manny G from my home gym in my garage. And the purpose of today's video is to give you a virtual tour of my new Rogue RM6. So this is not a review, but rather I'll be providing you with some of my initial impressions while I take you on a tour of the rack. The reason that I wanted to do a tour of the rack is because what I found myself doing when I was looking at purchasing this rack was trying to look up different YouTube videos, look up different photos on the internet, look up different photos on Instagram of the rack, rather close-up photos or videos, so I could kind of see really what it looked like. I wanted to see first the color that I got, so I went with a satin clear. I went with safety spotter arms. I got the flip down safety spotter arms, pull-up bar. So again, this is not a review, just my initial impressions while I give you a tour of my rack. Here we go. So here it is, the Rogue RM6. So first you'll see I went with the satin clear color. So let me just kind of get a close-up, show you what that looks like. And you'll see the laser cut numbers. It's just a clear coat on it, but you can see the steel. And you can see some of the laser cuts on it. So it gives it a lot of character. So here you'll see I went with the safety spotter arms. You'll notice that they sent me two of the same safety spotter arms. So one of them is technically backwards. I noticed it right away, so I contacted Rogue and they have another one on order, but because it's on back order, I might not have it for a couple of months. The reason I went with the safety spotter arms on the outside was because I wanted the option of being able to use the outside of the rack for an additional station. So for example, if I want incline in the center of the rack, I can do so. And if I wanted a decline on the outside at the same time without having to switch stations or move the bench, I can do that as well. So that's why I went with this option. And because I was purchasing the rack brand new on their website, I decided just to upgrade to the Monster Sandwich J-cups. And you'll see them here. And they work great. So this is just a close-up. So far what I like about them, I don't mind the width of them. And the bar feels really good in there. I feel like there's adequate space in between here. So when you're gonna squat and you jerk the bar back and forth, it feels pretty good. So those are the J-cups. You'll see the flip down safeties. Right now I'm not really utilizing them, so I have them up here. And really all they really do right now is just look good on the rack. I will start using these a little bit more as I do rack pulls or whatever else I want to do from inside the rack. Here's the pin. So it slides into the flip down. And you'll see here, this is actually how you lock it into place. Insert into there, flip down. And now it's in place. One of the other options that I went with is I went with an additional 43-inch top cross member. One, I wanted it for aesthetics. I liked the way that it looked. And two, if I want to attach anything to the front side on the outside of the rack, I can do so. If I wanted to attach anything out here, I got that good to go. It also comes with your pegs for bands. Everything, all the hardware, everything is 1 inch. Also, when you purchase the RM6, it comes with 8 plate holders. I believe they are 12 inches each, and they support up to 600 pounds. And what I did is I didn't put all 8 on the back. I also put 2 on the center on the sides, and I have a couple of 100-pound plates that kind of stay there all the time. And one of the reasons I did that was just for extra support or weight support in the middle of the rack, because I do not have it screwed down. I haven't had any issues with it not being screwed down. I've already lifted quite a bit of weight on here. One of my favorite attachments so far is this shrimp trawler. I got it with a monster shackle. And this is where I got my cardio done. Now, one of the things that I do like about the satin clear is the satin clear color. And a lot of the other things like the flip down safeties or the shrimp trawler or even the nameplate, the cross members are all black on these things. So the cross members on the nameplates are black. The flip down safeties are black, but the satin clear with the black goes really, really well together. So when I purchased my rack, it was supposed to ship within 7 to 10 business days, but it did not. They had some issues with the satin clear nameplate. So they told me it was gonna ship out in a couple more days. Finally didn't. They gave me a few options. It was light gray, gunmetal, or black on black. I selected gunmetal and they accidentally sent me light gray. And I was actually really happy with it because I feel like it complements the satin clear and the black really good. So I got satin clear for the color of the rack, and my actual nameplate cross member is light gray. But that's what that looks like. You'll also see here on the side, I put one of the little rogue emblem decal things they send you on the outside. On my rack, I also have a set of TRX here on the outside of the rack. Again, these support up to about 600 pounds each. I usually have 25s up here, but I got some on the leg press, the calf raise, and some other stuff. I also have, from a previous purchase, the crossover Symmetry bands. I find them most valuable when it comes to the back portion of my shoulders, and that's what I really use those for. So I actually use this back end part too. So you'll see I have my pull-up bar in the back because I went with the extra cross member for the front. So it's pretty cool because I can use the back side as well. So I don't have it yet, but I'm gonna get a deadlift jack. I can put it here. Here's my deadlift platform. So when I have my bar, my deadlift bar jack here, I can load my weight. It's pretty convenient. So that's pretty cool. So my initial impressions are I love this rack. There's still some stuff that's a little bit on order because they messed up. Rogue messed up on the order. But it'll be here soon. Other than that, I've had a decent experience with their customer service, and I absolutely love this rack. If I had to do it again, I had to go satin clear again. But I just wanted to give everybody a visual. So if you're looking at this rack, if you're looking at the satin clear color, this is what it looks like. So that is it. Those are some of my initial impressions with the Rogue RM6. Love the rack. I hope that for you guys, the viewers, you just got to get to see a little bit of the rack up close and personal. That way, if you're looking at the rack online, you can kind of see exactly one, how the satin clear color looks. 2, how the Monster J cups look. 3, you have the shrimp trawler, which is my favorite feature so far of my monster rack. And you just got to kind of see how I set it up. So that's it for today. See you next time.